I'm Donna Williams. I'm the founder of Field Goods, based in Athens, New York. I'm the vegetable man. So I have a quick question. How many people here have heard of Field Goods? Woo-hoo! Okay, how many of you are Field Goods customers? Oh, we need more. And I'm going to tell you why we don't have more in a minute when we go through the presentation. It's because most of you are men. Therein lies the problem. Okay, so I started Field Goods in 2011 after I did a study for the Greene County IDA. What we're looking at is how could we grow small farms? So in the process of that study, I determined that there was huge demand for local produce and a huge interest in growing local farms. But I didn't feel there was a scalable way to address both of those needs. And so that's where Field Goods came from. And what Field Goods is a local produce delivery service and a wellness service. So this picture is of two of our bag sizes, the $16 single bag and the $21 small bag. Each week people get a delivery. It's 5 to 8 different items that are in the bag. We determine what goes in the bag based on the market value, what our small farms have available. And so that's how we decide what people get each week. This is a picture of our $26 bag and our $27 bag and our $32 bag. We deliver all year round, and in the wintertime we offer frozen local produce, fruit, vegetables, grains, oils, a variety of different products. One of the best things about our service is you can cancel it anytime or put it on hold, and we have a 100% product guarantee. A key component of what we do at Field Goods is education. So if you're getting local produce, particularly in the Northeast, you may not be familiar with a lot of the things that actually we grow here because it isn't just broccoli. So we give you an email newsletter that tells you what you get and what to do with it. We also tell you about what's going on in agriculture, and we tell you about different nutritional things. We deliver to people at their workplace and at community locations. We also deliver to them at schools. Community locations include places like libraries and YMCAs, where anybody can go and pick up their vegetables. Where we deliver to over 650 different locations from Queensbury down to Stamford, Connecticut. Most of our locations are workplaces. I'm going to talk about our wellness programs right now. We have two services. One is our standard office delivery, which is no cost, no fuss, easy. All you have to do as an employer is say, yeah, Field Goods, my employees can sign up and get their bags delivered to them at their workplace. And then we have our other product, which is an employer-subsidized program, and this is appealing to companies that are really concerned about the health and wellness of their employees, and it's a subsidized program. That's ECAM. We have proof that Field Goods works. It's fairly obvious that if you get a bag of vegetables delivered to you each week, you will in fact eat better, and that's what the Sage College Diet Study determined. One of the key findings in this study was that about 40% of the subscribers walked away from the service saying that after 3 months, they felt that their diet was significantly or very improved after participating in Field Goods. That was at 29% at baseline, so we saw a large increase. I'm going to spend a little time on the beet camp again here that I talked about a minute ago, and an example of what happened with Fujifilm. They were one of our first big beet camp companies. They subsidized $20 a week for their employees to get the bags for a 10-week program. And to quote the director of benefits at Fujifilm, we have tried dozens of wellness programs and none has come close to the popularity and impact of Field Goods, particularly on our culture. We had really remarkable results with that at Fuji as well as other companies that we've worked with. So, it's all about small farms with us. This is a map of the 80 different small farms that we work with. We recently surveyed our farms in May, and we got responses from about 25 out of the 60 that we contacted, and we asked them what difference has Field Goods made to your operations? And what we found was remarkable. They told us that on average, their acreage had increased 183% since they were working with Field Goods. We knew we made a difference. We didn't think it was that significant. And that Field Goods was a big part of why their operations has grown. And a lot of that has to do with how we buy product from them. So this is where we deliver. And this is what I'm going to talk about with our in terms of our market potential. We're based in Athens, New York. We can deliver to about 2.5 miles radius outside of Athens. Brings us to 23 different counties in New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New Jersey. We have just begun to hit the tip of the iceberg in the markets below the capital region. When we call on companies, we call on the HR managers of companies with 100 or more employees generally, and these are some of the companies that we do business with. Our consumer target are not most of the people in this audience. They're women, 25 to 54, health-conscious, food enthusiasts. They're highly engaged, and we kind of have a cult-like following with a high retention rate. Our competitive space is, well, anybody that sells produce, so it's Price Choppers, Whole Foods, etc. But we primarily compete in the space with local fresh segment, which would be farmers markets, farm stands, CSAs, etc. The management team consists of me. I have new venture experience in the e-commerce section, the consumer health wellness, as well as natural food industry. Beth Sanford is our head of marketing. She's got 30 years experience in the marketing industry, primarily with startups. Both Beth and I went to Columbia Business School. And then Matt Bulich, who runs operations, he's got 20 years plus experience, a good portion of it at GE. So, where have we come? So this is me and Samantha, my first employee, and that is also me with my first delivery vehicle, my dad's Ford Taurus. So since we're deriving that first year with 60 customers, 1 employee, we have grown to 250,000 bags of produce delivered to 11,000 customers since we started in 2001. We bought an 18,000 square foot warehouse. We employ 40 people in Athens, New York. We've earned grants and awards specifically for our work with the disabled. We have grown and we will continue to grow because of the growth in the local produce market as well as the wellness market. How can you help me? Well, I've got a great infrastructure. I got an 18,000 square foot warehouse and I have really talented employees, and I need more sales. And our product is really easy to sell. Anybody can become a feel-good site. So referrals, HR people, wellness specialists can be really powerful for us. Our beet plant program really could change farming in our area. So please come to our table, and we'd love to chat with you. Thank you. They're a combination. They're certified organic, organically grown, family, IPM. What's important is that when you get our email newsletter, it tells you the farming method for each of the products. So you'll know that each week. Yes?
You mentioned that you sell less fruit, fresh stuff in the winter. What's the seasonality of your sales? And how does that affect the cash flow?
Very good question. A lot of our product, what we do is actually counterintuitive. Most people are saying to me right now, oh, you must be so busy. This is the worst time of year because you all are on vacation. So our biggest time is in April, May, June, September. Holidays impact us. Our frozen product, which we get from a company in Kingston, New York, is fabulous. People adore it. So our winter sales are very, very strong. Plus, there are a lot of really great greenhouse growers, and et cetera, out there. Another question? 1 minute. This time thing is just freaking me out.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why do you think most of your customers are women? Is it the way you're marketing, or is that something you discovered, or is that something you've been trying to do?
It's just the reality of the food market. Women still make the food decisions in the family, for most families. So if we go to a business where it's predominantly male, even though they're, have the income and the education, we won't necessarily sell as much if we have a comparable group of women. So it's just that, stereotypes are right for a reason, I guess. But that's it. But we need to get more men on the veggie train. And there's a whole bunch of you here.